Welcome back to the Scare Value Podcast. It's our final week pretending to be in Asia. We're here in Pete's basement.
Ding! As we begin our final approach to Taiwan, please return your tray tables and seats to their fully upright and locked positions. Ding! Brian, do you know where we are?
In your basement?
No, Brian. We're on a plane to Taiwan. Ooh, boy. You know how you were telling me about how sore you are and how you woke up wrong? You slept for so long, and I understand that you're sore because you were in that plane seat. Ooh, are you excited?
I don't know what's happening.
I'm excited. We're going to Taiwan. This is your plan, and we're doing it.
All right, well, I'm glad you're finally bought in, I guess.
Oh, yeah. You know what we're going to go watch? We're going to go see The Sadness in a theater.
Oh, all right.
This is what you promised, and this is what you're getting.
All right.
I'm so excited, Brian. Ooh, we're coming. Hold on, Brian.
What's happening on this plane?
Ding! Welcome to Taiwan. Hola. It is hot today. Enjoy your stay. Oh, man, Brian, we're here. We're here. We're in Taiwan.
Nice of them to do that in English for us.
It wasn't. Did you hear them? They spoke Taiwanese. Hola means hello.
I'm not sure that's correct.
I read a book.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Got to get in line. We got to get through. Oh, boy. All right. We might have to take a break. Customs is big. I was wrong. They just let us through. Oh, Jesus, it's hot. Are you hot? I'm hot.
I don't know.
It is
in the airport?
Terrible here. You'd think there'd be air conditioning, but it's not. It's just heat. Oh, what's that over there?
I don't know. I can't see what you're looking at.
Over there. That's our names on a sign.
No. Oh, no. No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Peter, 布莱恩 ，Peter 先生，布莱恩，过来。
That's
过来
us.
这里啊，红包吃等你
That's
啊，
us,
快
Brian.
点。
That's us. He's calling for us. That's me and you. He said,
对，没有错，Peter，过来。
Yep, you hear that? That's me, Peter. He's saying, welcome, follow us.
What? You
哇，你
can't
会说
understand what
中
he's saying.
文，好厉害！他超厉害，他刚刚说他的名字哦，快点。
Okay. He says, follow him to the rickshaw, and for some reason,
Rickshaw?
the rickshaw.
Oh, boy.
We got a
对啊，
rickshaw.
红包吃啊，白肯吃啊，他拍这个给你啊。
He's taking
好，
us.
上来。
He's still talking.
你们有行李吗？
Man, he has a lot to say.
Is it less offensive because he knows the words?
What are you talking about? He's Taiwanese.
All right.
You're a weird guy, Brian. Anyway, he says, follow him to the
这个
rickshaw.
本来有这是
He wants to know
有
why.
问题吗？
He says he's a big fan of the show. And
对呀。
he keeps calling you Moonface. I don't know why he's calling you Moonface Boy. But anyway, he says, follow him, Moonface Boy. All right, let's go.
本来
All right, on the rickshaw. Brian.
好要跑得更快啊！你们要去哪里啊？去哪里？
Okay.
去哪里哦？
If you ever want him to change direction, Brian, you just got to lean forward and smack him on the side of the head that you want him to turn. And he says,
对啊，我
don't be afraid if you see something interesting. Go ahead and do it. All right, so let's go. We're off. All right, tell us what you see there, rickshaw man. Ooh, it's so crowded.
右边可以看到啊，101，你看到那之前就是世界最高的那个大楼，现在不是啊，现在不是，但这还是可以看得到，对不对？
What'd he say?
You really want to know? It wasn't good.
All right.
All right.
哎，你们要不要去红灯区啊？红灯区啊，你们两个男人哦，man，两个 man。
God, this is so crowded here. We've moved like 4 feet. This
Oh,
could
no,
go
come
on
on.
forever.
I was going to say
This could go on forever and ever. How do you get anywhere in this traffic? Smack him. Smack him on the back of the head. That's the only way to get him to go faster, Brian.
哎呦！
Smack him good. Yes, that's all. Look how fast he...
I didn't smack
look
anybody.
Look how fast he's going. You've got him good, Brian. Oh my gosh, we're already...
干嘛打我？
Okay, you can stop hitting him. He can't go any faster. He can't go any faster. This is just cruel now.
哎
All right. Well,
What?
we appear
Hey.
to be here.
Here where?
All right. Thank you.
哎，你们要去那个 Ken
Yes, this is Ken's house.
Ken.
Shh, that was a surprise.
白宫啊，
All right, Brian.
白宫啊。
But this has been Ken the whole time.
I didn't. I wanted this to be the surprise, but I've got.
That's
All right. Good work, rickshaw guy. I get it. You can, Brian, smack him so he can leave.
Hey,
That's
money,
you.
money,
You
钱
did that.
哎，你要给我钱
Go. Get out of here.
Money,
Get out of here.
money.
Money.
我等你啊
Brian, give him money.
我在外面
I
等
don't
你啊
have any
Give him money.
Taiwanese money.
不要
You just
不要
Just
不要
take his
找我的
wallet.
哥哥
You can just
过来
take
哦
his wallet. See, mine's way too big. You can't take mine, but look at his. It's all tiny and slim.
哦，这
You
个
think you got
屁吧
that wallet through the airport?
Franken Wallet，哦，我听说过了，Franken Wallet，哦，好棒，好棒。
Ooh, the legend of my Franken wallet has grown.
It's international.
International now. All right. Anyway, we're going to Ken's apartment. I've never been here before. I think it's actually his.
一路顺风吧，拜拜。
Jesus Christ. Bye. Okay. He's gone. All right. Let's go upstairs.
You think it's actually what?
Oh, I think it's a new place. It's not the place that Tex saw him in one time.
Wow. Okay.
That's enjoy.
What? Why?
Hello, Ken. We're here in Taiwan from America.
You have to hit, hit the doorbell. What the hell?
Doorbell.
I mean, you could hear that he's here. Why would, we're not even in Taiwan. Ah.
I'm going to ring the doorbell again. It's broken.
I guess we should go home.
Nope. Ken, open up.
Oh, hello, guys. Nice
Hey.
to see you.
Ken.
Welcome to Taiwan. Welcome to Taiwan. How did you guys get here?
There was a rickshaw driver who picked us up. Did you send him?
What?
That's a very tiny portion of the journey.
Well, no, not really. I thought you guys were going to call me when you came in. I gave you my phone number, Pete. But I know you don't call, so.
I don't have anybody's,
You're on the phone right now.
I don't have anybody's phone number anymore, Ken. I'm really, really sorry, genuinely, that I don't call you often enough. It's a real problem.
I sent you a SIM card in the mail for Taiwan, and you just had to put it in your phone. Why didn't you do that? I would have came and got you. Who picked you up?
I don't know. There was a guy who knew our names. He must have just been a fan of the show. And he gave us a ride, and
Wow, you guys are getting stalked. Oh, I've heard of this. Is like gang stalking. Oh, shit.
what's
Is
that?
he outside still?
I don't know. He kept talking, and Brian kept hitting him, and eventually Brian gave him a bunch of money from his wallet, and then the guy kind of kept shouting, and then finally we're here, so I feel much better.
Why was Brian hitting him? What the hell is that about?
Brian thinks that's how you're supposed to get people to drive. He's like pretty culturally insensitive. It might have been him who made the rickshaw appointment for us, too.
What?
A rickshaw?
Yeah, it was weird that it was like the only one on the street. I assumed it was just some sort of like gimmick.
Are you kidding me? You hit one of the touristy ones with you hit the guy on the head.
We're in hour 2 of the rickshaw bit.
He did.
Brian, why don't you take a seat? Maybe you're just.
I just sat the whole way here.
Yeah. No, come, look at
Oh
us.
yeah, I know, but maybe the blood's not getting to your head because you sit on the plane so long and you're starting to hit people. You just take a seat, have some tea, and welcome to Taiwan. Look at my living room. We got a sofa and a television.
Ooh, it's a nice TV.
Yes. Yeah. We have Chinese TV shows.
Interesting. How are they different?
Well, they're in Chinese.
That's crazy. I can't even imagine.
It's like YouTube. It's like YouTube on a TV.
YouTube on a TV? I don't understand.
Yep.
I can't. That's
doesn't
weird.
matter.
It's like a
Doesn't
magic
matter.
box.
Hey,
Yeah.
who wants to hear a harmonica song?
Is it a traditional Taiwanese one?
Well, it can be if you want.
That's all I want. I want to be authentic.
Brian, do you want to hear one, or is your head still hurting, or whatever happened to you?
I think it might soothe him. It's like gentle music after, a rough day.
This is really happening.
Do you like it, Brian?
He loves it. I wish that he would dance with me because I'm dancing. I'm a dancing man.
I can see your dancing. I'm here.
I know it is so good. Man, Brian, next time you got to jam. I didn't realize that Taiwanese music was so rocking.
Well, it can be. It can be. You know, a few songs are about falling downstairs. That's one of the songs,
Ooh.
and that was yeah. Some are about going up in the elevator, and then there's other ones that are about love. You know, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on. Yep. Where's Brian? Did he go to the bathroom?
I went
I
to the
don't see him.
movies. I'm at the movie theater now, trying to run this bit along.
No, he's in the bathroom. Did you think it's weird that there's no curtain?
Yeah, there's no curtain. Brian, don't poop in the drain. We have a toilet.
Yeah, you can use that, but don't you get like everything all wet after you're done showering? Is everything soaked?
Well, if you're not careful,
Careful.
there's a drain on the floor.
I know, but I get water everywhere, even with a curtain. So I guess that would mean I don't really need a curtain either. I'm going to float that by Kitty.
You float what by her?
Getting rid of the curtain in our bathroom.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. Actually, we got sliding doors in this place.
Uh-oh. Sometimes you have a different life when you do that.
Yeah, well,
What?
we're getting westernized over here.
It's a Gwyneth Paltrow movie from the late 90s reference.
What
Nice.
movie?
Sliding Doors.
See, Brian's feeling better.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I remember that one. I didn't go see it though.
All right. Well, we do have another secret. I already told you what it was, and we're going to go see The Sadness in a theater.
Hopefully it's the one that a man chased down Ken with his penis out in.
I don't think there's another theater in Taiwan.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the same one. It's the same one. We're going to that one, and he said he would be there by the
Oh,
middle
you
of the
stayed
movie,
in touch?
Well, we got back together.
Is he always in this bathroom, or just you guys make arrangements?
Let's just say serendipity.
That was a movie.
Yes, exactly. That's what we saw together, and well, that's where things got heavy.
Well, let's
Anyways.
call that rickshaw driver back and get there. Since hearing that harmonica, I feel a certain need to start beating that rickshaw driver.
Oh, you liked it that much?
No.
You got excited. Okay.
All right. I thought it was just a quick walk, and we're off.
It is. Let's get in the elevator before we jump out the window, Pete. Come on now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, I'm in a hurry now. I don't want to be late. This is my first time seeing a movie in a different country.
That's not true.
Oh yeah.
You've been to Canada and seen movies in Canada.
No, I mean a different country.
Remember, it took us like 20 years to find a movie theater in Canada?
That's true. I forgot all about that. Movie theaters are hard to come by in Canada. So I guess I have seen it in a different country, but not a different country.
Yeah. Here we have a. We
Ken,
have,
do you have neighbors above
rickshaw,
you
yeah.
walking around?
Well, we're on our way to the elevator.
Oh, so it's people on top of the elevator?
The guy likes to jump rope on the elevator. He
Ah.
thinks he's going to be. Yeah, no, there's a guy that actually jumps rope.
All right. Are we done? Is the elevator open? I can't see anything here.
I'm already outside. Why are you assholes still inside? Come on out. Come on.
I've been in,
Okay, I'm sorry. Come on, Brian. Jesus Christ, move. Can we
Jesus.
follow
Kids
Ken?
are
Stop distracting
hanging
me.
out in an old hallway.
I've been sitting in the theater
We-
watching the trailers.
I think Brian's got some weird kind of jet lag happening. He thinks he's somewhere
Totally.
else right now.
Totally.
All right.
Totally.
Oh, all right. I'm excited. All right.
Well, we obviously can't record during the movie, so
No,
I guess
we're
we're
gonna
going to
have
have to skip this ahead.
We're going to have to take a break. So, what kind of snacks do we get to choose from here? You got to find your snacks, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, what do you feel like? Let's ask Brian. I'll see if we can get it for him.
I feel like a nut sometimes.
Almond Joy, man. He's an Almond Joy, man.
No,
No Almond Joy here. I'm sorry.
that's okay. I think he was talking about the guy in the bathroom.
Yeah. No, I would like some of that black cock vodka.
Brian, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Are you sure you can see a movie?
I think he still thinks he's already there. All right, but do we have
Was he
anything?
drinking on the plane?
I don't know. He seemed to be sleeping. I tried to give him a glass, a red Solo cup of liquid, and he wouldn't drink it.
Oh, you know what you should have gave him is that what is it called? Black cock vodka from Thailand. That stuff's good.
You ever hear that, Brian?
Nope, first
Black
time.
cock vodka. I bet you'd like it.
They didn't knock it right out. You would have slept better.
All right, maybe we can get him
Look,
some.
hey, there's a 7-Eleven. I'll get you an Almond Joy if they have. I don't think they have them, though, Brian.
All right. let's-
Ding ding, 欢迎光临.
Oh, my God.
OK，好，可以都给我，好 ，OK，3个，好 ，OK。Brian, we have They didn't have any almond joy, but they have black cock vodka.
So I did hear what I thought I heard. I got to cut that. All right. Can we get to the movie?
We're at the movie theater, Brian. What are you fucking talking about?
Keep
Are you
up.
okay?
Jeez Louise. Brian, you are having a rough day, man. I'm sorry that I sprung this trip on you, but I thought you'd be able to handle it. Like, you save up all your energy until you have to do something, so I thought you'd be prepared. But, man, travel is really making you crazy.
You and I are going to have a conversation when this is finished.
Well, we have the whole plane ride home, if you can stay awake this time.
All right, so the movie's over now.
No, we're going in.
No.
We gotta get the
Frank.
snacks.
I got to go check the bathroom real fast, guys. Okay? Just,
All right.
here are the tickets. You guys just go on up. I'll meet you in there.
Okay, sounds like a plan. We're going to the theater, Brian.
I hate you.
So, are you excited that The Sadness is playing in this theater in Taiwan?
I'm so excited. It won't have English subtitles, you realize, because it's a Taiwanese movie in Taiwan.
Good thing I know how to speak Taiwanese.
Yes, that's true.
Do you? Did you learn after that ride?
You know, skull fucking is a universal language.
Hey, that was the best trip to the bathroom I've had in a long time.
Do not
I'm
go
back.
in there.
Pete, it's not.
All right. Good time, Ken?
Yeah, I'm having a great time. There's only a little bit of Taiwanese, but there is Mandarin, which you're also fluent in.
Oh.
So you'll be fine. And I'll talk through the whole movie to tell you exactly what they're saying. So it'll be great.
Okay, perfect. Oh, it's starting. All right, guys, ready? We'll come back after this is over.
Everyone, shut up!
And we're back.
Oh, my God.
Wow. So that was a really good movie, I thought. Well, more importantly, before we start talking, we need to get something to eat. What do you recommend, Ken? We got to get food after we watch movies. And then we will dissect it. The movie, not the food.
Pete, I wish we had a Denny's to go to after that movie, but we don't. So we're gonna let Brian pick. Brian, would you want noodles or rice? Wait, there's also McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's it is.
All right. All right. Well,
A lot of cows in Taiwan that we're going to be consuming.
Well, no, there's not, which is never been a problem for McDonald's.
No, I wouldn't imagine. All right. So here we are, eating our delicious Taiwanese McDonald's. So good.
Yeah. Interesting.
So foreign.
Mm.
Delicious. So I have one big question after having watched The Sadness. And I'm just going to jump right to it.
Sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she
No,
die?
I'm sorry. At the near 20-minute mark, did you just say, I'm just going to jump right into it?
Yeah, why are you keep interrupting me and holding these proceedings up?
All right.
What are you talking? What 20-minute mark? What's he talking about?
I don't know. I think that he
We
believes
just got out. It took 5 minutes to get to McDonald's. What the hell?
we had to watch the whole movie, Brian, in Taiwan.
Yeah, we had to sit down.
You'd think you were a little more excited about this. But I don't know. Did she die? Was that what happened?
Yes.
That's what I thought. That's depressing.
She died?
Yeah.
She ran out onto the roof.
And then you hear her get
Ran
shot.
onto the roof.
But then,
The scientist tells her that if she goes out there without him, they're just going to gun her down.
yeah, and then you hear the gunshots.
Yeah. What, do you want to put those two together and see what you come up with?
I thought maybe that was just the sound of a helicopter.
I guess you can believe that she survived somehow if you want to, but she was explicitly told that she needed the scientist for clearance to get through, and if she opened that door, she was going to get shot. She opened the door, and then I heard gunshots. This isn't even a Lost Highway situation.
I thought that was the door closing.
Well, another one opened.
Well, yeah. See, I was with you. I was with you, Ken. I was with you. I wasn't really sure, but I did hear the gunshot, so I guess I didn't want to believe that is how it ended.
The opposite of Fox Mulder,
That is the opposite of Fox.
which I think they had a character for that.
I'll be honest. I didn't like her anyway.
Tough room.
Who were you rooting for then?
The businessman. Who isn't rooting for the businessman? He takes care of business.
Oh God! No.
Are you going to tell me that of the main characters in this movie, of which the businessman is clearly one of the three, he isn't the one with the best arc? He starts feeling like he's underappreciated. He has no power. He's a little cuck on that train, and he takes his power back. God damn. Who has a better arc? Her? No. Her boyfriend? No.
What about?
It's not a. Well, I think she definitely had much better arcs, if you know what I'm saying. But
and I think I do.
I'm not all about the character arcs. I do like the other arcs, but I didn't like her though. She was kind of. I don't really remember why, but I remember I didn't like her. I don't know why I can't remember this. Just went to the bathroom and I lost some memory. But anywho,
that's okay. I completely forgot that Patton Oswalt was in this movie. Because
Patton Oswalt,
the one guy looked like Patton Oswalt, the jerk guy who like locked the doors on him when they were trying to escape the train station, and then she took his phone from him.
Oh, that was him.
It sure did. It looked like him, right? Right? I'm looking up for Brian. Brian's just staring. He won't answer.
Well, I did like that. I did like that part. I liked the subway part. Well, and the reason why I like that subway part...
What we tend to try to do on this podcast, which is 140 episodes old, so you'd think we would understand that by now. We try to just, instead of just yelling what we like from random parts of the movie, we try to just talk about the movie.
That's all right. That's fair, but we just watched it, so I'm excited.
When the parts come up, you can say, I liked that part, or I didn't like her.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the one having to push for a format now.
Okay. Well,
no, we should recap the movie and from the beginning.
That's a really good idea, Ken. Man, I don't know why we didn't think of this before. All right, so let's recap the movie.
Well, let me begin by saying this movie was made in Taiwan, and my first question for Ken would be: have you ever been to any of these places?
Well, I've been to those cities. The first one, I think, I didn't read the credits. Maybe Pete will tell us because his Chinese is very good. But the first one is Geelong, which is a small city north of Taipei, and he looks out when he's on top of that mountain. I think he's probably in Geelong. He's looking out onto Taipei, and then I'm guessing they shot that hospital scene in Taipei. That's my guess, because the subway will go through those areas. So.
Now, everything we've ever heard of Taiwan from you makes it sound sort of like the sadness post-virus, because you've been chased with a man with his penis before.
True. But we became friends later.
Well, I'd like to think the businessman would have become friends with Kat had they lived, and she not killed him.
I wanted to get back to that businessman.
Oh, we're going to get back to the businessman.
But before you get back to the businessman, I want to get to the girl before she got shot. I think she might have even had the virus. Like, she was like drooling and shit.
She might have. The guy thought she was immune, but she also might have. The Elven virus, by the way, which I can only assume is the most violent and first of three viruses. One will be a smart virus. The other one will be
a short, pudgy one. I had the very same thought. I don't know what that says about me or you or what, but I 100% believe that's what's going to happen.
I was going to say the third one was going to have a eating disorder.
It's crueler. I think he just likes his food, that Theodore. No. Yeah, it's Theodore.
Yeah.
Simon's the smart one.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking. It's called the Elven virus?
Yeah, it's called the Elven virus. And nobody at any point in the movie yells, Elven!
Hey, you know what? I thought about that. But the scientist who thought that she was immune, but she probably wasn't at the end, his name was Dr. Alan Wong. So he was Dr. Wong.
Okay.
And he was wrong about the virus.
Oh, no. Nope. Didn't need to end up where it ended up. Wait. Are you saying his name was Alan Wong? He was all Wong.
I'm saying he wasn't correct. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That was his lab partner.
But yeah, that's the kind of stuff you learn when you watch the credits. All right.
So yes, this movie's about a virus, but unlike the boring virus we had here in the global world, I suppose. I guess you had it too. This one's a fun virus because it makes people go fucking crazy.
It was.
How about the beginning with the neighbor? That neighbor, which is really funny, he's a commercial actor. He's like signed on by the big supermarket. So the fact that he's in that movie is insane. Like,
there's a little behind the scenes thing you would never know.
and he's a Taiwanese actor, and I mean, he's actually not a Chinese speaking. He speaks Chinese, but he acts in Taiwanese speaking.
Right. I'm trying to think of like what the equivalent would be. It would be like if a mascot like Ronald McDonald or something. Ernest. That was from the 19. I just watched Ernest.
Exactly.
Oh,
or the Bartles and James guys or something like that.
Bartles and James.
It'd be like Lily from AT&T.
Lily or that Flo from the other one.
Flo from Progressive.
Yeah, okay.
People who I have seen in movies.
I've seen Lily in AT&T.
Or the Geico Gecko.
Yeah, the Geico Gecko.
See, that's different because he's not a human being, and it would be weird and jarring because he's a gecko.
But if he did, how creepy would that have been? If your neighbor's a gecko and then it goes insane with the virus?
Insane in the membrane.
Got no brains.
This virus is awesome because it makes you do a little bit of the ultraviolence. There's my British.
How about the opening, the real big opening with the breakfast shop and all that stuff?
Well, what we're going to do first is introduce the characters before they head out on their journey.
But man, that breakfast shop scene was gnarly.
We have Kat,
who's
who
a
Ken
human.
hates.
A cat who Ken hates. But
And
she's a
Jim,
human.
who is positioned to be the hero of the movie, except he fails way before he can ever get to be the hero of the movie.
He fails all over that movie.
He fails from beginning to end. That's what I mean. Only the businessman has an arc.
Do I remember this right? Was he kind of like weird and distant? Like the relationship was kind of weird or strained?
Well, as Ken's pointed out, Kat sucks.
What did she do?
Nothing interesting. Nothing productive.
Well, what did he do?
He doesn't do
went
shit.
after her.
He's a man with no direction, caught in bad circumstance, who does try to do the right thing, but is spectacularly unprepared to do it. He loses like an arm immediately.
I hate these arguments because I can't refute them. This businessman is not the hero of this story.
I didn't say he's the hero. I said he's the only one that has any character growth.
No, this is what you tried to say about The Fly.
No, that is true. Stathis is the hero.
Oh, he is not.
Redemption for Stathis.
You have this horrible habit of, God damn it, you better not be right. All right, defend this, Ken. Make it not, no.
Well, then they head to the cafe. Well, Jim heads to the cafe. I don't know what his pronouns are.
Okay.
Do you have pronouns in Taiwan, Ken?
Well, of course we have pronouns.
Oh, that's what I would usually answer too, because it's a common sense thing. But you know what I'm asking.
Oh, of course we don't.
Yeah, because we have them here, and it made half the country lose their fucking minds.
Well, I couldn't keep my job if I taught them be verbs and pronouns for genders which don't match up. That would be real hard to keep my job doing.
Keep your job doing. Teaches English over there. All right.
Let me tell you about the pronouns, Brian. Can you conjugate a be verb with the wrong pronouns, and can you teach that to somebody who doesn't have a be verb in their language? Of course you can't. So it's very difficult.
I can.
I'm sorry, are you saying...
Go ahead.
Are you saying beavers? Like the rodent that chews wood and makes dams?
Be verbs, as in is, am, are, was, were, been, be.
Like bitch? The B word?
Like they are, and then you're going to teach them that's plural. But if you
I
see
have to
somebody
say,
who's they, then
Pete is correct, because when bitch is used as to be like, oh, she bitched at me, that's a verb. It is a be verb.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
conjugate that verb.
Yeah.
Conjugate that verb.
So while
You
Jim's
can't
at
conjugate that verb. That verb's the verb.
While Jim's at the cafe, a blood-soaked old woman with black eyes and a crazy expression assaults every other customer in the cafe as Jim sits there and does nothing.
What are you gonna do?
Move.
Run?
Yeah, that'd be my first thing.
He did. He got out.
And she spits a thick mucus at one of them and then burns an employee with hot cooking oil before tearing his face off.
That was
Not
awesome.
in a cool Nicolas Cage way.
No, that was good Good tease. Look, Brian's getting into it, Ken. He's teasing the Nick Cage news, the segment that will come later.
Nice.
I know everyone's waiting. A Taiwanese version of Nick Cage.
And the man she sat upon immediately goes crazy
Nice.
and starts violence against other people. He stabs his own brother with a knife.
That was his brother?
I think
And
so.
it's
Oh. Well,
and it's total anarchy. Total anarchy.
Yes.
like immediately, because then he runs outside and there's chaos.
Yeah, because then Jim's neighbor attacks him and cuts off 2 of his fingers with garden shears.
Not Flo.
Then we meet the businessman. I want to say some things about the businessman.
Say your piece.
First of all,
I,
The Sadness is one of our top 10 movies on ScareValue.com for 2022. It is a Scare Value Award
Nice.
winner for Best Gore Effects. And it was nominated for Best Killer for The Businessman, Best Gore Effects, which it won,
Ooh.
and Best Picture. I like this movie.
Wow. This movie is good. This movie is very, very good. And the effects are insane, especially considering that it never got released here. I can't believe it because the effects are just so effective, if you will. But I was really surprised. I never heard of it until you brought it up, and then we watched it right away.
What? Why didn't it get released there?
I think it was too much. I think the bloody orgy.
Oh yeah,
That
was hot.
Definitely, that was so gross. Like that's what freaked me out. Like I was just like, that looks way too much like something I've seen on a tube.com, and I think that's why they did it. They're like, they've banned movies before. Like The Shining was banned forever. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was banned forever. Not anymore, but they've banned movies before for being ultra violent, ultra gore.
Does the U.S. ban stuff?
They just released it unrated
The
at
US
this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it was something else though.
So Jim's going to go on his own journey trying to get to Kat. He's going to just stumble through Taiwan, doing very little good. And by the time he makes it, he's infected anyway. So there's really no point in keeping up with Jim's story because the real story begins on the subway train, or the tube as they call it in Taiwan.
The tube. Yeah.
They don't
Sure.
call it that in Taiwan, do they?
Well, it's an English word, so no.
Hold on a second. What was that restaurant we're at right now?
Huh?
What's the restaurant we're at right now? No, it's McDonald's.
麦当劳.
The sign says fucking McDonald's.
Well, there is yeah, but under it, what does it say? 买就是麦片的麦当就是哪一个当，然后老
I can hear your stutters in your foreign language at this point.
Well, that's because I forgot what the letter. Because what they do is they do the transliteration. So they want it to sound like McDonald's, so they call it 麦当劳.
Oh, we have transliteration here too. It made half the country lose their fucking minds.
Was it with the pronouns?
Are there any anti-nouns? Because I'm tired of being pronoun.
No. Nope. That was it.
Brian,
That was it.
You can't walk away from the restaurant. You still gotta pay.
Last one. Oh no.
Yeah, but
All right. I'm only back because we got to talk about my man, Mr. Business.
Mr. Business, who is a whiny jerk from the moment you meet him, and then he turns into a giant raging incel asshole, and he killed a cool guy who was not as cool as the cool guy from the Train to Busan, or the Tron to Busan, but he was still pretty cool.
Do you think the cool guy's the one who basically doomed the girls at the hospital?
No, he was the one in the subway
Oh,
tunnel.
the subway. Okay.
He's like, hey, man, take me on. And then businessman just killed him.
An aha moment.
Yeah, take me on. Take on me. And then he killed him.
that was a good scene. I like the thing about the subway scene that I really liked was I think people started pulling out their umbrellas when people started getting crazy. Do you guys notice that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, so you're blaming them because opening an umbrella indoors is bad luck.
Oh, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Well, no, because there was a slasher.
Hey, Ken,
There
are
was a
people
flash-
afraid of the number 4 over there?
That's
Yes, they
Japan.
are.
I
And
thought it
that-
was Japan.
No,
It is
It's
Japan,
Japan,
and it's South
Korea.
Korea, and it's, I think, China. So it's all based on the Chinese
Taiwan.
number system. So
that's right. They all used to speak. They all used to use the same characters from China.
Yeah.
And then they changed.
Yeah.
Japanese changed.
Learn some shit,
Japanese
Pete.
still uses them.
They did. Where is it? Korea that air conditioners can kill people?
Fans.
No, it's fans.
Fans.
It was the first thing I learned when I went to Korea was about fan death, and I absolutely could not believe what I was hearing.
And the second thing he learned is that dear leader is always correct.
Wrong Korea.
We're learning that right here, right now, too.
Yeah. But what is the fans? The fans just kill you? Like rubber? When
They're afraid of fans. We did the story on this podcast. The whole story is they're afraid of fans, and the government has to be like, there's nothing wrong with the fans. They're not going to kill them. They're like, people die from these fans. They're like, nobody's died from these fans. They're like, we don't trust you.
My theory on that is, well, I think they think they suffocate you. My theory is that they wanted to sell air conditioners to people, and they make all their own products. So they probably had a big air conditioner push.
But there's
That's my
fans.
guess.
There's fans in air conditioners.
Pete, don't get hysterical over here. I mean, like people aren't thinking about it that much. It's like when I was there's plenty of air conditioners.
Okay, well,
When we were there,
we're only here for a little bit, so I just want to make sure I don't get killed while we're here. It seems like there's a lot of dangerous things with fans,
Businessmen.
businessmen,
The number
umbrellas, the number 4. The list just keeps growing. Can you imagine Friday the 4th? How terrifying that day must be.
could you imagine if Halloween fell on a Friday the 4th?
That would be the worst thing ever.
So Kat escapes the train with Molly, a woman.
The drug? I missed that part.
Yeah, a woman who was stabbed in the eye by the businessman
Yeah.
after he became
She has a
infected.
horrible ending.
He has a happy ending.
Describe the businessman in terms of his character arc, because I think in the beginning it's pretty interesting, like you said before. But
Pretty
He's
interesting.
clearly a very shy and kind-hearted man who is now old and never found love, never found friendship because people look down upon him, and he probably is obviously very committed to his work because of his nice business suit. And he's finally reached a breaking point, and he just needs something to go his way. And then the Elven virus comes along, and it gives him the confidence and the power to take what he wants, finally, after what it looks like to be at least 60 years.
She was just trying to read her book. She didn't want him bothering her.
But she does judge him very harshly, based on nothing.
Yes.
Based on him
Exactly.
he didn't take any hints to just fuck off.
He says like one thing.
And she said,
In this culture, Pete, you respect your elders, and he's an elderly man making conversation, and it's a new world with all these phones and nobody, socializing anymore. It's coming.
I think that his wife probably just recently passed.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I
he had
think
that.
so too.
He had that like pale part out of his ring finger where there was a little band that just didn't have any sun on it.
And
You don't take it off.
he never was able to give her the life she wanted because wages stayed too low, no matter how much work he put in.
He spent all his money on suits.
And he had to do part-time as a rickshaw driver. So he was never home,
So he deserved to be beat upon the head.
trying to pay off her cancer medication. Clearly, that's the backstory. And he just wanted just one time for one nice young lady to just say, "Oh, hello, sir." And she tells him, "Fuck off."
Rightly so.
And he does nothing. He accepts
nothing?
it. He sits there and he goes, "Oh, I guess I'm a piece of shit."
I don't even recollect if he even had the virus. I think he saw everyone else just stabbing people, and he's like, "Fuck yeah!" And he stabbed Molly right in the eye, and he's like, "Yes, this is my time. It is business time."
Finally, businessman's time to shine.
So that's my theory. I wouldn't mind watching it again to see if he has black eyes at any point.
He clearly does.
I don't remember that at all.
So Kat, Molly, and this guy, Kevin, they go to the hospital, which is overrun with people who've been attacked. And the government starts a broadcast, which is maybe my favorite moment of this entire film. And speaks to the theme of the film that I love so much, which is all these apocalyptic movies, zombie films, virus films, whatever you got. They almost always, because of Romero, how Romero started them. They almost always have something to say about the larger world, how the institutions will fail you, how the government is corrupt, how will destroy us. This movie has nothing to say. It's my favorite thing about it is that it doesn't ever take a look and be like, oh, this is this person's fault or this person's fault. It doesn't care where it came from. It's just murdering everybody in front of you. And the president gets blown up on live TV.
Incredible scene.
And it's a great way of showing what I'm saying, where it's like, it's not about any of this. It's just about pure chaos and destruction in front of you.
I think that presidential scene was also maybe one reason why because politics are very divided here, why it wasn't allowed in
No, I can't imagine what that's like.
No, I understand, but it's been like that for a long time. I can see them taking that as, oh, this is supposed to be whoever, and it would go very badly over here, I think.
Okay. So it wasn't based on anyone. It was just like random president.
Yeah, it was random president dude, very...
Because the movie has nothing to say. That's what I really love about it.
Except for the commercial guy being there. I wonder what he was trying to sell.
He was selling garden shears. Look how well they cut.
I guess so. Right through bone.
And, well, Kat is watching the broadcast and watching the chaos develop in front of her. In the background, on the other side of the door, we see the businessman. And he's going to have some fun in this hospital. Does anybody want to talk about what the businessman gets up to in this hospital?
He scares my boy Patton Oswalt.
That was Patton Oswalt. I was told he was the shitty guy. That is the reason that they died.
Why is he the reason?
Because he doesn't help them. He runs away.
When? Oh, right. What could he have done? He was useless. He's Patton Oswalt. He's not a fighter.
I watched him kill Logan Eccles after 15 years of being a mainstay on the TV show.
All right. He is untrustworthy. I'll grant you that. So you should have known he was going to run. I'm not saying he's the hero.
He's not the hero.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying it was Patton Oswalt.
I must have been confused, but your thoughts on Patton Oswalt because you have his poster on your wall.
I don't have a poster at home. Should I buy one? Is there one at the gift shop? Is Patton Oswalt big over here?
Well, they used to have a statue. They took down the statues of him and they put him in a big park because he got too controversial. But they used to love him.
I get it. He's a real.
Oh, that's Chiang Kai-shek. Sorry, that's Chiang Kai-shek.
All right, easy to make that good mistake.
Pete, walk us through what happens with the businessman in the hospital for me.
What does he do? He comes in, he does some stuff.
He does some Molly.
He finds Molly. Then he says a bunch of mean things about her, and then he fucks her skull, her eye hole. And he really seems to enjoy it, and she doesn't. But then you find out later on, partway through, she does. Because she catches the virus, and now she's a crazy monster.
This scene is insane.
There's so many insane scenes.
This is the most insane one.
This is the one.
It really is.
It wasn't the blood orgy?
No, this is the most insane one.
That is the most insane one because of the idea, but the blood orgy was like the most, it's too graphic in a way. But the idea of him doing that is the most insane, I would say.
Okay, maybe I have seen too many of those like dot tubes as well, because I feel like skull fucking is so passe at this point.
Not like this though. In the eye hole?
Well, what do you think skull fucking is?
I mean, okay.
Pete, well, those are not on the dot tubes, Pete. That's called the dark web. You're looking at the dark web.
Maybe it was called. No, I don't remember what it was called. But I'm not saying I've ever seen it. And you didn't technically see it here.
Well, the Alvin virus, we learn, in its mutated form, connects with the parts of the brain that control sexual urges and aggression. That checks out. Didn't actually need somebody to tell me that after I saw the businessman scene. It checks out.
Or you had on various people's journey. Oh, it was Jim, good old Jim. You've got naked people chasing him down the street, like as they're finished up raping corpses. You've got the one guy getting tortured by the other ones, and they like put barbed wire around a pole and ram him nuts first into it. And the guy's like, "Why'd you rescue me? It's going to take me longer to get off now." And you're like, they're all monsters.
Well, the movie
Sex Monsters
has another
That's what they should have called it.
Amazing reveal to give. And that is, what we haven't talked about is that these monstrous people are running around with tears in their eyes. And we know why. Because
it's windy.
They're aware of what they're doing. It's so horrific.
Yeah. Fun fact. fun fact. I'm gonna jump with a fun fact here. The guys ramming the dude's genitals against the pole.
Yeah.
That is actually in high school and junior high school here. At least when I got here, that's what the young boys would do to each other during recess or break time at school.
What?
It's called alu. I swear to God, it's called aluba, which is Aruba. I don't know why they say it's just the transliteration of Aruba. And that was I've seen it. I've actually seen it because I used to work at a school, and I saw these kids pick up this other kid and ram him against a tree, ram his nuts against a tree, and they're all laughing their asses off. It's like it's initiate. It's like the wedgie times 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
But it's willing, right? Like they're like, yeah, my turn.
No.
Oh.
They grab the younger kid, whoever they want to grab. They grab.
Oh,
They do it like everybody has to get it. Everybody has to get it. You know, it's like the army or something.
That's terrible. So,
It is what it is.
Well, if you want something more uplifting, Kat finds an infected baby in a medical waste bin. And gets injected with the virus herself to see if she's immune to it.
yeah, you know what though? If I see a baby in a trash bin and it's like all wrapped up in a garbage bag and it's clearly been in there for a while, I know there's something wrong with that baby.
Well, this scientist, Alan, says he's been doing these tests on these babies. And when they're infected, he's tested to euthanize them. And he's like, oh, it's horrible. But then when he gets infected with the virus, she goes, oh, I love doing it. And I'm like, this movie is fucking cracked out of its fucking head. But this movie's skull is so cracked, the businessman's going to show up and fuck it.
The best part though, well, not the best part, but the most like grounding part was that when she's running away from the businessman and she finds a scientist, or she's led into the scientist room, and that really does do some explaining of what's actually going on, at least enough where it's kind of like it's not total anarchy all the time. You do get a little bit of an idea.
One of the really clever ways the movie does things is that it gives you two different ways to look at the world. Jim's running through the chaos poorly, and Kat is playing a more quiet cat and mouse game with the businessman. So there's two different horror type of movies at work here at the same time, and it works really well together because you don't get ever too tired of seeing one of them. But then the craziest shit always happens in Kat's cat and mouse game.
Well,
that's where the dead babies and the skull fucking is.
Yeah, and the blood orgies and what happens on the subway.
It's just weird that you rooted against her the whole time.
TV. I just don't like her because I don't like her. I understand you'd be under stress, but I think she has a bad attitude. You know what I mean?
Well, good news for Ken. Kat's boyfriend shows up infected. She has to kill the businessman. Ellen and her boyfriend fight. Ellen gets killed. Her boyfriend is mortally wounded, and she runs outside and gets shot. So, happy ending for Ken.
It's not that I wanted her to die; it's just that I didn't care. You know what I mean?
That's somehow even worse.
Yeah, I wanted her boyfriend to save her or to stay alive.
Yeah, that's the normal ending to the movie. Is that maybe it'll be a sad ending and he'll sacrifice himself? That's the normal ending. Is Jim shows up fine, fights off Alan but gets infected, and then she gets away. And that's not what they did. They're like, no, everyone's fucked. I like that.
I like that they did it off camera too, because there's dum-dums like me who are like, wait, what now?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, in your defense, which I rarely do and don't feel like doing right now, but I'll do it anyway. This movie isn't subtle about any other aspect of its storytelling.
No. Man, these are great special effects.
That's why they won the best gore effects of 2022 from scarevalue.com.
It's like the face melting scene it's like Poltergeist.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was good.
The pinnacle of horror. It was very reminiscent of that.
One of the things I love about this movie is that not only does it commit to just being completely insane, but all the things, like I said, all the government stuff, all the scientist stuff, it's all happening. It's just not a part of the story. They sometimes run into things like the scientist or the broadcast from the president, but we're never seeing it from that perspective at all. And I love how it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't have time for this shit.
Right. It would be
Exactly. It's not trying to explain itself. I like that too. It's just intense all the way through.
It's like there's a normal zombie movie playing out somewhere, but we're only seeing these two people in it, so we're not catching any of the stuff that would normally be in like a US version of this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you do it? I wonder if you could remake this one. I don't think so. Train to Boost. Do you think so though? I mean, it's so graphic.
I mean, they put
and
it out
have
here
be
at least.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I was going to talk about the subway scene real fast because there was a guy about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, who went into the subway with a knife, and because everybody's with heads down on their phone, he just slashed the shit out of like 10, 12 people, whatever it was. He killed a bunch of people. And then after that, and then one dude actually caught him. And after that, everybody had their umbrellas as like a defense against knives because there's really no guns here. So I think that was on the subway scene. Totally unrelated to what you're talking about.
But that's why they were opening the umbrellas.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They're trying to fight off people. But it is bad luck.
Yeah, that's unfortunately what happened.
Could you imagine an umbrella with a number 4 in it?
No, I can't. But I think
And a fan?
I think that would be terrifying. What about one of those spinning umbrellas like the Penguin has? It's like a fan?
Nothing scarier I want to see if does he have one with a 4 on it?
He might have 4 blades on it.
Nothing scarier to the people in South Korea than when the Penguin joins the Fantastic Four and pulls out his fan umbrella.
It is scary. Oh, man.
That was a long way to go for a bad ending.
It is.
Which is kind of what happens to Jim in this movie.
Well,
Although he ends up smiling because, again, he's got the Alvin virus and they're all insane. Smiling and crying.
Oh, shit.
yeah, I love the hospital part where they're
Skull fucking.
waiting in the waiting room. Actually, just before, I thought it was really intense. And I forget, though, how did and I just saw the movie, but how did that old guy get into there? Because they locked the door.
With an axe. He had a big axe from somewhere.
Oh. That was the thing about this zombie movie, too, which was really cool. People could actually think. They weren't just zombies, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could actually think and strategize, and they knew what they were doing. It was just like a good part of the brain was affected, but they could still figure things out, which made it extra scary, right? Like that made it extra scary.
I'll tell you something about that businessman. Pre-virus, he never would have gotten into that hospital. But now, he gets shit done.
God, I hate myself for what I'm about to say, but Molly sure did seem happier after the skull fucking.
Yep. I called this movie in my review. I said it created a new subgenre called gory pessimism. And I've never seen it quite like it before, but it really worked for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Have I ever seen a movie so? What about the Speak No Evil, the original? I'd say
it's not gory.
But is it? It's not nearly as gory. Yeah,
no, because
that is pessimistic horror for sure.
But it's like
there's definitely
fun.
Pessimistic horror.
There's fun parts throughout it because the special effects.
But that's the brilliance of what the virus is, because the people doing it themselves are unable to stop themselves, aware that they're doing it, and they're crying through it. So we're watching something that's completely fun and insane, but it's horrific. And it's called The Sadness. Oh, yeah. It feels almost like that title is like the Aristocrats. This we could have called The Aristocrats.
Where's my tractor? The Aristocrats was you basically just describe the like filthiest like act, like it's a family act kind of thing, and you make it as gross as you can. And then when you're asked, the punchline is the name of the act, The Aristocats. No, The Aristocats. It was a Disney movie.
I know. I thought it was disgusting.
It sure was.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's not coming out of the vault.
So, Ken, was this just like any other day in Taiwan?
Well, I'll say that breakfast store was exactly like the breakfast stores we have around here.
I wonder why. Because it was shot here 3 years ago?
No, but I mean, like, that is a very daily staple for so many people to go into, like, and those are like hamburger shops or something regular, but that's for breakfast. And then so I used to hit those all the time. I haven't lately, but seeing every like neighborhood, everything you do is just like things around my neighborhood. So it's very very genuine in terms of like typical Taiwanese life. The scooter, everybody's got a scooter. I mean, like it's a great getaway vehicle for himself in the beginning. So yeah, it was absolutely 1,000% Taiwan, like Taiwanese feel to it.
Everyone's got a scooter, but does anybody have a Skeeter? Because I haven't seen him since Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies, Skeeter. Anybody named Skeeter? I probably got a student name who named himself Skeeter. I got one named Dinosaur. And Boss. And yeah, and Boss. There's a kid who named himself Boss.
God
And
damn.
then there's a kid who named himself. Yeah, one kid, not me, but some other teacher had a kid named God, and he's like, I'm not calling you God, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
no, pretty good.
I subscribe. Get me his contact info. I'll worship him. That's awesome.
I'm going to ask the question that anybody listening would probably want to know the answer to. What do you mean named
Yeah.
themselves? We just let that go like it was a normal thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. When I was in, so you got to get an English name, right? And so when I was in China,
No,
like,
I don't have a
my
Taiwanese name. So no, I don't think you do have to.
Yeah, it's Moonface Boy. Didn't you listen?
Yeah, the guy downstairs was screaming something about Moonface Boy, whatever. But yeah, but no, when you go to, because they all have to learn English, right? So you got to take an English class. So if you go to any of these extra schools, then you got to get an English name. And most people, even if they don't speak English, have an English name for like online stuff, things of that nature.
You took a language, didn't you, in high school, Brian?
Yeah, they just took your name and gave it to you in that language.
Yeah, that's the
I
old
was
way of doing
Xavier.
things. What were you?
I was French, Xavier for my French class.
That was Bruno, but we're not going to talk about that.
Exactly. And so when I was in China, my friend was he was naming a whole class, and he's like, "Ken, what should I name them?" And he already had like Usher and Rocky, and I said, "You should name one RoboCop." So he named the kid RoboCop, and his mother came to the school one time, and this guy's like, "Oh, this kid's mother is so hot. She is so smoking hot." And the mother came up to him, and she goes, I know. She's like, I know what RoboCop means, and she goes, and I like it.
All right, let's. Pete, do you like this movie?
I don't know. I've had a lot of fun being here in Taiwan with Ken, but it's made me enjoy the movie more than I think I would have if I just sat it like at home watching it. That would have been just kind of depressing, but this is fun.
I think Brian had the sadness when he got here, but he seems better.
He does seem a lot
Maybe
better
you should-
now.
I'm just trying to be professional and get through the episode, knowing that I probably have 45 minutes of Nick Cage bullshit still waiting before me.
And the plane ride home.
Well, yeah, and I'm looking at the clock thinking maybe we should get to that.
Ooh.
Asking for Nick Cage nude.
I
Oh my
know.
God, I love it.
He's so excited right now. I've got so much. But first off,
Change, Brian.
travel does him good. I can't believe I've never taken him anywhere in the last 40-something years. All right. The credit check. Hey, there was a drone in this movie. Its name was ActFly Flying Cam, and it got its own credit. There were two best boys. I forgot to write their names down because everything was going so fast, and they don't rewind movies for you when you're
One
in the
was
theater.
RoboCop 2.
The Roboing. All right. There was. Oh, hey, Ken. There were a lot of background names, like the background actors, and they were all just 3 characters long. Like every single one of them.
That's their name. That's their name.
Every name is just 3 characters.
Yeah. Yeah. You have the last name first, and then your given name after that, which is 2 characters.
Okay.
And
All
if
right.
you take Ken's English class, it's the name you've given yourself.
Dinosaur, or whatever you like, Ruby, Apple, out of those.
Right. There were some apples in the credits. I saw them.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And they also had a behind the scenes guy who was, I guess, I don't know what he did, but he did it behind the scenes.
In the scenes guy. That sounds nefarious.
That's what it is. That was
He
his.
probably there. the stunt double for the skull fucker.
Hey, you notice that just like the businessman, Molly wasn't crying. She was happy about what she was doing. So was he.
Well, she doesn't have a tear duct to cry out of.
She's got the other eye though.
She had a patch on
Could
it.
have been.
She had a patch on.
All right, hold on. Okay, this is my Nick Cage. What is this? I got my 3 categories. I got Nick Cage news. I got Nick Cage. I got Knick Knack Facts, and I got the Cage quiz. So, what one is this? I had pages, Ken, and I've lost them all. There's so much Nick Cage stuff. Nick Cave. Did you know? Bonus fun fact: Nick Cage and Nick Cave are very similar. And Nick Cage was asked about that, and if he had ever met Nick Cave, and he was like, "I did meet Nick Cave," and I told him only one letter separates us, G. And he says he gets confused for Nick Cave almost daily.
No.
So that was a bonus fact. But anyway, speaking of music, this is what I got. So there are 4 Nick Cage tribute bands that I could find. Have you guys heard of any of them?
Are you saying Nick Cage or Nick Cage?
Nick Cage.
See, I don't think that you did. I think you found Nick Cave tribute bands because Nick Cage, what are you singing about?
Oh, you are singing about so much, but there are 4. So you guys clearly haven't. The 2.
Can we guess the names?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's 4 of them. So, and if you want, you can guess the style of music.
There's got to be a punk one, right?
Well, you know what? Tell you what.
Like,
you get the name, and I'll tell you if it's real, and if it is, you got to guess the style.
okay, I'm gonna guess there's one called Pig, and it's heavy metal. It's like death metal.
No, there is no Pig.
There's one called Mandy is a Masterpiece.
No, there is no Mandy is a Masterpiece.
That'd be a great name for a punk band.
I think they all should be a cappella.
I'm gonna say Leaving Las Vegas with Sheryl Crow.
What was the name of the band that we wrote? What was the name of the band that we wrote him into when Peggy Sue got married? How do I not remember that? I wrote it myself no more than 2 years ago.
Well, a lot can happen.
There's a lot of cocaine.
And jet lag.
Yeah, jet lag is what it is. Do you think because they put the last names first, is Jet Lag Jet Li's brother?
Yep. Yep. That's how it works. All right, any more guesses before I start going through them?
Well, let me ask you this. You're looking at the list. Is there any chance anyone has of getting one word correct in any of the 4? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Is there a Con Air riff?
No.
I was thinking Con Air.
Don't go with movies. Go with
the Rockers.
think more of a.
Did they play ska?
All right, so I'll go from the least well known to the most well known. The least well known is probably Cage, and I think they're out.
It's a good name. It's very close to Cave.
Yeah, it is. Just one letter separates them. It's a G. But
or V. He's being very self-centered when he says the G is the difference. The V is the difference.
Well, people keep mistaking him for Cave, so he's got to identify himself. That is the difference.
V is just a broken G. Anyway.
Is it because there was also like a 20-year period people forgot he existed?
Oh, I know. How did we all forget? It's terrible. We all need to abase ourselves. And all right, he wants me to move this along.
How he can see me? We're sitting in the same booth.
I know. It's annoying. All right, Cage.
Well, I was looking at the toilet, but go ahead.
Focus. We can go to the bathroom after. All right, finishing up. I think they're from the UK, and they are, in their own words, the musical equivalent of Nicolas Cage flipping out on screen. So whatever style of music that is what they do.
That was still Cage?
Yes.
All right.
There is the Tomb of Nick Cage. I believe they're new. They're out in New Orleans. They play paranormal horror rock.
Not a thing, but continue.
Ooh, there is.
I like it.
This is probably the most popular, but I'm going to put them now because I got a reason to say the other popular one after. Nick Cage Against the Machine.
Oh, nice. I like that one. That's
They play.
I think you can guess what they play.
No, this one can. you'll be excited about. They are called Nicolas Cage Fighter, and they are an Australian band, and they tour in Taiwan. They were just there in 2023 at the Vagabond Fest.
Man.
So, but they are
I missed them.
like they are like a death metal rock band, and Nicolas Cage has said he likes their music.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I hadn't heard about that festival.
Yeah, but Cage Fighter, Nicolas Cage Fighter. You can probably see them because they tour around the.
They might come back.
They might come back.
You mean? What do you mean there? You mean here? Pete?
Oh yeah,
And,
here.
so
I know. See, because I'm already
here.
thinking that Nick Cage Against the Machine is in the U.S. and the Tomb of Nick Cage is also the U.S. So I have a chance of seeing them there, and that's where I am mostly.
Yeah.
All right. Brian looks sad, like he wants to wrap it up. So good for him that I have another little tidbit I found. I wanted to say it before I forget. It's with David Lynch. Cage asked him once. He was like, "Hey, David, is it okay if I have fun while making this movie?" And you know what David Lynch said to him? He said,
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Let me guess after.
Okay, you said David Lynch would say, "Aren't we having fun, Nick?" Like that.
I believe he said, "Aren't you Nick Cave?"
We casted Nick Cave for this.
Well, what David Lynch actually said was, "Nickster, it's not only okay, it's necessary." And then Nicolas Cage changed up his whole acting. He's like, "I can have fun while I'm acting." And he attributes that to David Lynch for teaching him that it's okay to have fun. Not just okay, necessary.
This has been one of the best Nick Cage news / factoids ever.
Does anybody
I do
have
like that one.
anything else to say about the sadness?
What was that?
The set. Hold on. I might. The sadness. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, that girl's a bitch. Sorry, reach for that. President Oldman. Oh, yeah. Very. Oh, no. I said all of it. Yeah. I said all of it.
See, it works out when we start from beginning to end. You just get your things in when they come up in the story naturally. We've been trying this for 140 episodes. It's worked maybe one time, but we're going to get it.
Every time's better than the last.
I think the only time we stuck to it was Return to Oz because I was just, every scene had another thing that I just had to like express from my soul how much just terrified me.
I remember that episode. I listened to that one. The Train to Busan one. The cool guy that you guys were talking about.
Yeah,
he's huge. He's huge here. Got his own production company. He puts out a lot of really good action movies, but he did put out the shittiest. The second shittiest movie I saw this year, unfortunately. But it was a horror action movie, which totally didn't work. But and it was a demon exorcism movie, but he punches demons out of people, basically.
That sounds amazing.
I'll tell you what, though. His other movies are great. He is that awesome.
What was the first worst movie you saw?
Oh God, it was horrible. What the fuck was that one? Was it a Thailand movie? I'll find it real fast. But the worst movie I saw this year, it was not Megan 2. I'll tell you that. I saw Megan 2. Oh, it was. Okay, so it's called Minghun, which means like you marry. Oh, it's a thing over here is like Chinese people. They if people die and they can't get married for whatever reason, they'll marry a ghost.
Yeah, we know that from the movie. We did a ghost marriage movie before.
We did?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Marry My Dead Body.
I don't remember that one.
It's a Netflix movie over here, but he'd actually talked about it beforehand. It came out on Netflix, and then it was pretty good. It was like a whole investigation into why the guy was murdered, and it was good. They were gay ghosts.
Oh, this one? Oh, yeah. That was a big movie over here.
It was good.
That was supposed to be. That was a Taiwanese movie. Yeah. This one not from Taiwan though. It's not from China either. From but they have Chinese immigrants going to Cambodia or someplace. But it's called the Butterfly House. That's the English name for it. Minghun. But it was terrible. It was awful. Absolutely awful.
I didn't like the first one.
But The first,
with Ashton Kutcher.
yeah. Oh, and the one with the cool guy from Train to Busan is called Holy Night Demon Hunters. It's terrible, but his other movies are great. That's the first bad movie I've seen him in.
That's cool.
But, it's called. Yeah, that guy's awesome.
I'm happy for him. That's really cool. He should be cool in everything.
Yeah,
Punching, the exorcising demons by punching them out seems like the coolest concept ever. And I don't like exorcism movies, but the concept is great.
well, he only really does it to the last big demon, which is Morlock, which is a big old demon from like Sumatra or whatever. But anyhow, that's all I had to say.
All right. I think we wrapped up our discussion on the sadness. Pete and I got a long flight home. We have a lot to talk about.
And we got to go.
Ken, do you have your harmonica?
I have them. Which key would you like?
Play yourself off, Ken.
Am I going?
Yes.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
We got a plane to catch. I can't be late. Woo! It's traveling music. Watching movies with my pals here in Taiwan. Taiwan. Traveling Taiwan. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next time, Ken.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Have fun.
All right, Pete. We need to have a discussion. Yeah, we need to talk.
Need to talk about what?
You have made a mockery of my Asian trip.
What are you talking about? We had fun.
You spent
We went to
4
Asia.
weeks bitching. And then you pull this shit?
You made me rearrange my entire life.
Harmonica music?
You know what? Added bonus.
Rickshaw drivers? I'm pretty sure he dropped an N-word at one point that I have to edit out.
You were pretty goddamn awful to that guy. I know I was just kidding around, but you really hit him. I think he was just making jokes. You were deadly serious. And you know what else? I'm not entirely sure that he was a real rickshaw driver.
If you have an issue with how this podcast has been going, you should just tell me, not plan these elaborate things.
I have been telling you.
I haven't heard one complaint.
I've been telling you every way I know how.
No, I've noticed that you've had a nice month off. This place is a pigsty.
What?
You've been building Lego sets?
Yeah, the kid smashed them. The kid...
Oh, is that why you're mad at me? Because you have to spend time with your kids? That's your fault. You made 2 mistakes in your life.
No, I'm upset that they smashed my things. And that's just made me angry at you. But at this point, I'm just feeling exhausted. Exhausted.
With all this time off.
Exhausted at having to be in your presence.
Oh, my God.
It must be beautiful to be you and live your life and not do anything.
What?
And
Not do anything.
you are the most miserable sod. Ooh, I know. I saw this movie. I think it was excellent. La-ti-da, I shall type my fancy words.
You make
That's
jokes.
what you do.
You joke, and I can tell it's a joke because I'm not laughing. But you know how hard it is to review movies because I can't get one fucking solid opinion out of you on any goddamn thing we watch.
It's pretty good. That is about what they are. Everything is subjective. You can't put things in little lists and categories because everything changes. How you feel one day might be different. You can't pin down an opinion.
You know, I've just made an executive decision.
That
Like Steven Seagal. Nope, he's the one who dies. Like Kurt Russell.
hey, don't confuse my laughter from me being any less angry at you, but that was a pretty good reference.
After our successful trip around Asia, we're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
do
welcome.
something. We're
You
gonna do
never-
something different in August. We're gonna do 4 weeks of watch-alongs.
Fuck you.
4
Fuck
of them.
you.
Because I know how much you fucking love watch-alongs. I don't know what you hate about them. Oh, I'm Pete. I hate when you make me watch movies and talk about them. I also hate when you make me talk about movies while I watch them.
So now you're trying to kill me. That's
Kill
what
me.
we've come down to.
Kill me.
4. I
don't
know. I remember you got a fucking fan back there too.
I'm gonna call it Watch-a-August.
Fuck, that's good.
I'm gonna make you watch 4 movies in a row, watch-along style.
Watch August though.
Watch-a-August.
What do we have to do?
Watch movies Everything we do on this podcast comes down to watch movies, except for the times where you don't fucking watch the movie and then I have to stay up all night crafting an episode around how to get through a week.
I watched
Because it's so hard. I'm Pete. I own a house and have a career.
Joke's on you. I don't have either one of those. See, you don't even know anything except movies. I'm Mr. Movie Writer. I get to sit here with my swimming pool and my dogs who keep me in my places.
You leave Agent Cooper out of this.
Agent Cooper
You're about to cross a line.
has an important job to do, and it's to keep. See, I think you trained him to do that. I think you just want an excuse not to have to go anywhere. I hear you complain all the time about having to go to a theater to watch a movie. You're like, oh, I got to go see it at the theater. All the time.
You know, you think it's so easy. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you think that my life's easy and yours is difficult. You screw in fucking light bulbs. Sometimes. Not even all the time.
Yeah, but you got to know which way to screw it. That's important stuff.
I mean, there's only two options. I'd figure it out one of the times.
What do you do when you write reviews? I've tried to look at them. It's just a lot of words to say the same thing, that it was all right, or it was pretty good, or meh, it wasn't that great.
Are you seriously comparing what I do to you saying it's pretty good in movies that I'm not even sure you watched?
It is equivalent to screwing in a light bulb. Sometimes you say, I don't even have to watch the movie.
That's not true. You need a license to do that.
I can just make whatever I want up. And that's how you write reviews. They're all made up. I don't think you watch any of them. You complain so much.
I'm going to say something to you that's coming from a real place. 4th of July.
Boise, Idaho.
4th of July. I was over at your house. Fireworks. Because you fucking love your fireworks.
I found a new place this year. Shout out to Lake Effect.
I hate fireworks. You know that. But I come here because I'm your friend. I got to do all your nonsense. And your brother's here. And he's like, oh, do you just go in the pool all the time? And I said, no, it's kind of a hassle to go in there. And you turned to him and said, and I quote, see, he never does anything. Which is true. But it means there was a prior conversation I was not privy to that you have about me and how little I do, that this was just confirmation for, like, point in my favor. What the fuck is that about? You think that my whole life is just laying around?
It's not.
I didn't comment one way or the other. I asked if that's what you think it is.
Well,
You think you could do what I do?
I think.
Because it's very difficult for you, it seems, to watch one movie a week. You think you could do what I do?
Yeah.
Because I know I could fucking turn a light on.
I know.
Done it my whole life.
I know that I could finish those reviews in like a fraction of the time. And I don't even know math. And I could do it in a fraction of the time that you write reviews. You're like, oh, I got to write now. You complain about getting to go to a theater to watch a movie. And then you complain, you get to get the snacks and stuff. And you like the stale popcorn, which is weird. And Kitty does too, which is also weird. But you get to go to the movies. Then you spend all this time going, oh, I got to write stuff now. You don't. It's a simple thing. It's a very simple thing. Anyone could do it.
Anyone?
A caveman, the Geico lizard could do it.
I think that you have a very shallow understanding of my very shallow existence, which makes it really embarrassing for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I know that you're like, oh, I have to deal with coming home and teaching my kids to read or some such. They read better than you do.
I don't even have words.
No, I know. That's why they read better than you.
Oh, you think it's easy raising two children?
The way you do it, yes.
I make jokes, but you don't have a single clue of what goes into it.
Poopy diapers.
Well,
That's about it.
dude, they don't even poop anymore.
Oh, no. I mean, I think I could handle it. If you could, let me put it bluntly. If you could do it, I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I wish I could have your life for just 1 week.
What the fuck?
Hi, Pete.
Did we just switch bodies?
That can happen, Brian. I've seen documentaries on it.
No, you haven't.
One-star Judge Reinhold.
We really need to start being more careful about what we say at the same time. First time travel, now a body swap. And I can't help but notice that this process also left us sitting naked in your basement for some reason.
It did. So what do we do now?
I guess we could watch Freaky from 2020 and cover it on the podcast next week.
Really? That's your first thought? The podcast?
Yeah.
I am so sick of you putting the podcast before everything else. But also, I've never seen Freaky, and I want to, so okay. But you better go to work for me this week. I was already out a month because of this bullshit trip to Asia.
Hey, this is costing us a week of Watchable August. We've all made sacrifices here. So I guess I'll go screw in some light bulbs, and you can cover the reviews on scarevalue.com.
It was pretty good.
And I'll also cover the reviews on scarevalue.com. So we'll see you next week for 2020's Freaky. What do you know about Freaky, Pete?
It is a movie that has Vince Vaughn in it, and that girl whose name I can't remember, Lisa Frankenstein. And that's it.
I think you're going to like it. It's pretty funny. It's a slasher movie where they swap bodies.
Oh, I see. I get why we're doing that. It's pretty good.
Also, because Freakier Friday comes out next week.
What's that?
The sequel to the Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan Freaky Friday.
Make good choices.
Yeah, we've been quoting that movie for over 20 years. I don't know why. You know what? We should just end this show. We're sitting here naked right now.
Not the first time. Probably won't be the last time.
Why is my penis so small?